There is a quiet magic in the way words move through the air. Each one carries a vibration, an invisible pattern of energy that reaches into life and shapes the world around it. Every sound, every tone, every sentence becomes part of the energy you live in. When words are spoken with love, they soften the space they enter. They bring calm to the heart and lightness to the mind. They heal. And in those moments of gentle speech, miracles begin to move quietly toward you. Many people speak without realizing how powerful their words are. It's not because they mean harm. It's because they've forgotten that the universe listens not only to what is said, but to how it is said. Every word is a message, a vibration that tells life what you are ready to experience. Harsh words send out ripples of resistance. Loving words send out ripples of harmony. This is why speaking with love is not just a kind act. It is a spiritual practice. It's how you tune yourself to the frequency of miracles. Love-filled words act like warm light. When spoken, they flow through the energy field, clearing away fear and anger that may have been sitting quietly in the corners of your life. You may not always see an immediate change, but the shift begins the moment the intention behind your words changes. If you've spent years speaking from pain or frustration, be gentle with yourself. You were doing the best you could with what you knew. Now, you are learning a new way, the language of healing, the language that magnetizes blessings. One small change can open the door to so much good. When you begin to choose words of kindness and faith, life starts responding in kind. You notice that the right people appear, the right opportunities arrive, the right solutions unfold. You're no longer pushing against the world, you're flowing with it. Speaking with love allows you to communicate in the same language that the universe uses: vibration, harmony, creation. When the tone of your words matches the tone of love, you become a magnet for miracles. Take a moment now to feel what it means to speak with love. Breathe deeply. Feel your heart soften. Imagine every cell of your body listening to your voice, soaking in its warmth. Speak gently to yourself in your thoughts. I am safe. I am loved. I am creating beauty with every word I speak. Notice how your body relaxes. Notice how your breathing slows. This is the energy that calls miracles closer. It's not forceful, it's peaceful. It doesn't shout, it glows. Words are bridges between the invisible and the seen. They are the link between thought and experience. When they are shaped by love, they open pathways to healing, forgiveness, and renewal. You might begin your day with a small declaration like, "Every word I speak builds harmony in my life." These words are not just affirmations, they are instructions for your energy. Each time you say them, you send a message to your mind and body that peace is your natural state. There is an old pattern that many people carry, a habit of speaking critically about themselves. It might sound like, "I can't," or "I never get it right." These words are not just sentences, they are energetic commands that the body and mind obey. But when you choose to speak differently, even softly, a new pattern begins to form. I am learning. I am growing. I am enough. These are the words of love that rewrite the story of your life. So much of healing begins not with doing more, but with saying less and saying it kindly. When speech slows down and becomes thoughtful, the mind quiets and awareness returns. You begin to notice how your own words affect the way you feel inside your body. Loving speech lightens the shoulders, eases the stomach, and calms the heart. It tells the body, "You are safe now." It tells the universe, "I am ready for peace." And in return, peace finds its way to you in ways both simple and extraordinary. Your voice is an instrument of healing. When you speak from love, you are not only changing your own vibration, you are also lifting the vibration of those who hear you. Each word spoken in kindness ripples outward, touching hearts you may never meet. That is how far love travels. You don't have to force miracles. They unfold naturally when your words are aligned with truth and gentleness. Becoming aware of how you speak to yourself is one of the most loving things you can do. Often people believe that their inner thoughts are private, that they exist only inside the mind. But your body hears everything your mind says. Every cell listens. Every system reacts. If the mind repeats fearful words, the body tightens. If the mind speaks calm and gentle phrases, the body relaxes. Your inner dialogue becomes the environment your soul lives in. Awareness begins with listening. For one day, simply notice how you talk to yourself. Notice the tone, not just the words. When you drop something, what do you say? When you look in the mirror, what thought rises first? These moments reveal the pattern of your inner language. You do not need to judge what you find. Awareness is not about blame, it is about freedom. Once you see the pattern, you have the power to choose again. Many find it helpful to write down their most common inner phrases. This simple journaling practice brings the unseen into the light. When you read what you've written, you may feel surprised. Sometimes, the words we speak to ourselves are ones we would never say to another person. This awareness is a doorway to change. From there, you can begin to replace harshness with compassion, criticism with understanding, and doubt with trust. If the inner dialogue feels noisy or negative, place a hand on your heart and take a slow breath. Let your voice soften, even in your mind. Speak as though you are comforting someone precious, which you are. Say quietly, "It's okay. We're learning a new way to speak." Notice how this gentle tone shifts the feeling in your body. Words are medicine when spoken with care. Each thought carries an emotional vibration. Words built on fear make the body tense, while words built on love allow the body to relax. This is the mind-body connection at work. Every statement you make to yourself echoes through your physical being. When the mind says, "I am calm and safe," the body releases the chemistry of calm and safety. When the mind says, "I am not enough," the body prepares for struggle. Speaking lovingly is a way to teach the body peace. You may begin by creating a quiet moment each morning to check in with yourself. Before the world becomes busy, ask, "What do I need to hear today?" Listen gently for the answer. Maybe it's, "You are doing beautifully," or "You are allowed to rest." These loving words become the energy that carries you through the day. There's a soft strength in choosing kindness over criticism. It does not mean ignoring what needs to change. It means speaking with patience instead of punishment. The heart responds to love, not to attack. If you notice a mistake, you can say, "Next time I will try something different." This opens space for growth. It tells the mind, "We are safe to learn." Every time you speak with compassion, you invite the presence of miracles. Love is the energy of creation, and words are how that energy takes form. By becoming aware of your inner and outer language, you begin to shape life consciously instead of unconsciously. You no longer repeat old patterns of pain. You begin to build a foundation of peace, word by word, thought by thought. The path of speaking with love begins with awareness, continues with gentle correction, and blossoms into transformation. It is not about perfection, it's about consistency. You may catch yourself saying something unkind, and instead of feeling guilty, you can smile and say, "That's the old pattern. I am learning to speak differently." That single moment of awareness is a miracle in itself. The journey of loving speech is a return home, to the self that knows it is already whole, already loved, already deserving of miracles. The more you speak with love, the more your life begins to reflect it. The world listens to the language you use, and when that language is filled with care, the response is gentle and generous. Life becomes a mirror reflecting your loving words back to you in countless beautiful ways. Forgiveness is not a duty, it is a gift you offer yourself. So many hearts ache because they have been holding on to old pain for too long, believing that letting go somehow erases what happened. But forgiveness does not erase, it releases. It does not condone what occurred, it simply sets you free from being chained to it. When you forgive, you are saying, I choose my peace over my pain. And that simple decision begins to change everything. Forgiveness is like water flowing through a blocked river. When resentment and anger sit too long, they build a dam, stopping the flow of energy. You may feel stagnant, stuck, unable to move forward. Yet when you decide to forgive, the river begins to move again. You may not feel lighter at first. It may even hurt a little as old emotions rise, but eventually the water clears and your heart begins to breathe again. You can forgive quietly, in your own time, in your own way. There is no performance required. Just breathe and softly say, I release the need to carry this pain any longer. Notice how your body responds to those words. That subtle sense of ease is the beginning of freedom. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to invite hurt back into your life. It means you are no longer letting it live inside of you rent-free. You are reclaiming your space, your peace, and your energy. The most beautiful part of forgiveness is that it transforms pain into wisdom. Each time you choose to release resentment, you grow stronger in love. You begin to see that everyone is doing the best they can with the awareness they have. You stop fighting the past and start living in the present. This shift opens you to blessings that were always meant for you. The universe cannot fill a closed hand. Only when you open your palm does the light pour in. If it feels hard, that's okay. Healing isn't always comfortable, but it is always worth it. Every tear that falls in forgiveness waters the soil of your soul. New peace begins to grow from that place. When you speak gentle words of release, your heart begins to soften, and in that softness lies your strength. Repeat often, I choose peace instead of pain. Those words are a prayer to your higher self, and the universe listens. As you let forgiveness flow, notice how your energy begins to shift. You start sleeping more peacefully, the body relaxes, the mind quiets, and life starts to feel lighter. The outer world changes as your inner world heals. The universe mirrors your forgiveness by sending experiences that reflect love instead of fear. This is how divine order restores itself, through your willingness to let go. Healing is never one-sided. When you forgive, you are not only freeing yourself, but also releasing those who were bound by your anger. The energy between you transforms, and life starts to rearrange itself in ways that bring harmony. This is why forgiveness is not weakness, it is power. It takes great strength to choose love where there was once pain. As you open to forgiveness, you begin to understand how thoughts influence the body. Every thought of resentment contracts the heart, while every thought of love expands it. When you think a loving thought, your body hears it immediately. The muscles loosen, the breath deepens, the energy flows more freely. The mind and body are not separate. They are partners in your healing journey. Your body listens to everything you think. When you tell yourself, I am safe now, your body relaxes. When you repeat, I am learning to let go, your heart opens a little more. Loving thoughts are like medicine. They restore harmony to every cell. The body responds not to harshness, but to gentleness. Speak kindly to yourself, even in moments of pain. That kindness will begin to rewrite the messages your body has been holding for years. You might notice that when you think fearful thoughts, your stomach tightens or your shoulders rise. That is your body asking for reassurance. You can place your hand over that area and say softly, "It's okay. I am here. I am safe." These words tell your body that it no longer needs to guard against old pain. It can relax and allow healing to occur. Loving self-talk transforms not only emotions but the physical state of being. As you affirm peace and love, your immune system strengthens, your energy increases, and your mood lifts. This is the gentle magic of self-love in action. You are literally healing your body through the vibration of your thoughts. Every time you choose a loving thought, you are nourishing your entire being. To support this process, try simple mirror work. Stand before your reflection and look softly into your own eyes. You don't need to say much, just whisper, "I love you." You are healing beautifully. Even if it feels strange at first, stay with it. The heart recognizes the truth in those words, and over time, they will become your natural way of speaking to yourself. Breathing is another sacred tool for healing. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine all the tension leaving your body. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw loosen, your chest open. Each breath is an opportunity to release old energy and invite in peace. When you breathe consciously, you are communicating love to your body, saying, "I am here with you. I care for you." The body's ability to heal is limitless when aligned with loving thought. Even chronic discomfort can soften under the light of self-compassion. Instead of saying, "My body is broken," say, "My body is learning to balance itself." Instead of, "I am tired of this pain," say, "I am learning what my body needs." These small shifts change your internal dialogue, and that dialogue changes your energy. When your thoughts become loving, your body becomes a safe place to live again. You no longer feel trapped within your pain. Instead, you become an ally to yourself. This harmony is what allows